You have to accept everything that you are not, no matter what, is the biggest bunch of bullshit the last 2 generations are trying to feed us. That and more, right here on the Upside of Down. Welcome again to the Upside of Down. I am Jay Nero. Would like to open by giving a shout out to our new subscriber on YouTube, Dope Scorpio. Dope went ahead and said, "You're absolutely right." Thank you. Thank you for telling me that I'm absolutely right. I've always known that I'm right, but thank you for reinforcing that for me. You're absolutely right. Negative emotions are there to keep us out of trouble, amongst other things. Correct. It's like a safety valve. It's like a safety precaution. Yeah. So thank you for subscribing. More comments would be great. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on our socials. And let's get this thing rolling. Today, it's going to hit a bit of a nerve, I believe, out there in the World Wide Web. Do we still call it the World Wide Web? See, I just dated myself. I just showed how old I am by referring to the internet as the World Wide Web. La La Land, I don't know, the land of fantasy, the internet. Forced acceptance. We went through accountability last episode, and I talked about how forced accountability doesn't mean shit. So forced acceptance is one of the biggest lumps of crap that are being fed in the modern society. Forced acceptance of other people, other things, issues. It's a whole wide range of things. I mean, it could be as far as accepting that the grass is actually brown, or that, and I'm not one of these, that the earth is flat. Being forced to accept things that aren't there or that you don't believe in is weighing you down. It's weighing you down. You don't have to accept anything that you don't want to accept. If you want to accept somebody's, say lifestyle choices, if you want to accept that, say they do heroin, if you want to accept those facts, fine. If you want to love the sinner, I'm not calling anybody sinners out there, because we'll get to religion and prayer at some point. But if you want to accept things, fine. If you don't want to accept things like the grass is brown, or that the earth is flat, or, dogs could be cats, you don't have to. You don't have to. It's just another way of lying to yourself. It's just more, fog you put inside your energy. Forced acceptance is actually acceptance. And I think that's what a lot of these so-called self-interest groups fail to realize. Forced acceptance isn't really acceptance. It's dominance. It's suppression. It's repression. It's a whole lot of just negative juju that you are feeding yourself in your daily, everyday life. I don't have to accept things. I like to think I'm a very accepting person, but you don't have to accept that. No matter what your lifestyle choices, you don't have to accept it. You don't have to accept me. Guys, we're not accepted by a lot of things. And whatever. But forced acceptance is just not doing you any favors. It's not enriching you in any way. It's actually holding you back. It's holding you back. It's making you feel less than. It's making you feel like, the whole world is actually against you, which it kind of is. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm having issues with TikTok right now. So, because they don't like us at all. But it is what it is. Guys, You don't have to accept anything. You don't have to accept your life the way it is. You don't have to accept your job the way it is. You don't have to accept your financial status. You don't have to accept the way you look. You don't have to accept the way other people look. You don't have to accept the fact that they say the perfect male is 6'2" and ripped, because we're not. Most of us are not. Sad fact. Most of us are not. Good majority of us are not. You know, dad bods are a thing, so deal with it. You're forced to accept a lot of mistruths about yourself, and that just makes you feel like poop. You know, if you look at your bank account and it's not up to where you want it to be, you don't have to accept that. You can go out and make yourself better. You know, take some training classes online. Go out and, make yourself more pliable to better positions. If you don't have a six pack and you want a six pack, you don't have to accept that you don't have a six pack. You can go out there and work your butt off. If, you believe one way politically or socially, you don't have to accept the other side, because that's just not you. Accept you for you, and accept people the way you want them to be. Accept people for how they accept you. It's give and take. Accept your station in life if that's what makes you happy. If you're not happy where you are, if you're not happy doing what you're doing, don't accept that. Don't accept anything. Be a negative. Be a negative. I don't know. That's the best way I can put it. Be a negative. I'm not saying go out there and scream at somebody who is different than you, or tell them that they're less than, because that's just not cool. But if you don't want to accept things, then don't accept things. For generations, we were forced to accept the standard male as, somebody who makes a lot of money and looks a certain way and, does a lot of things. But a lot of guys in the modern world aren't like that anymore. I've come to accept my station, kind of, but at the same time, I wanted better. I wanted to be something, and I'm working towards that. I'm trying towards that. And your effort level is based on where you want to be. If you are, what's the word I'm looking for? It's on the tip of my brain. Complacent. Complacency. Forced acceptance creates complacency. And the moment you become complacent is the moment you lose at life, in your life. Forced acceptance creates complacency. Don't be complacent. Don't just sit there and accept things the way they are. Don't tell people that you have to accept things the way they are or how they are. You don't have to accept it. You can walk away from things. Or if somebody's telling you to force your acceptance, tell them no. Tell them straight up no. I don't support this. I don't back this. I don't agree with this. If you're told at, let's say, a job that this is the best it's going to be and you don't want to accept that, tell them no, I don't accept this. Become proactive. I'm not saying overly positive, because as we've discussed before, negativity can create proactiveness. But be proactive in your thought process, in your life, in your actions. Forced acceptance it will make you a drone. And that's what modern society wants everybody to be. They want to put you in a special little box, and you have to accept things the way they are. You don't have to do that. Don't fit into a box. Break free. Say, no, I don't want this for myself. I don't want this for my family. I don't want this for my loved ones. I don't want this for anything. I don't want this for my mental health. I don't want to accept this or you or that or anything. Because then you become a drone. Don't be a drone. The worst thing you can be in life is a drone. Just saying yes to everything or no to things that are not socially acceptable. If you want to be anti-socially acceptable, then be anti-socially acceptable. There's a few things out there that I don't agree with, and I openly don't agree with them. You know, you don't have to accept things the way they are. And if people try to force you into a box, no matter what side you think on, no matter what you think about anything, you become a drone. Don't let people force you into being a certain way or thinking a certain way or acting a certain way or believing a certain way. Don't let people keep you down. Forced acceptance is control. It is you being controlled by outside forces, and the only thing that can control you is you. You need to set up boundaries in your life. You need to set up, this is what I am, this is how I think, this is the way it is, and if you don't accept me, then you don't have to talk to me. That's my thing. If you don't accept me, if you don't accept the way I think, if you don't accept the way I am, then I'm not going to talk to you. You don't have any place in my life, and my spiritual path leads me down that way. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to accept anything. And those who tell you you have to accept things that you don't accept are the ones that are actually actively holding you back, no matter what. Don't let them control you. It's just another method of control against you, working against you. You are a free individual. Be the free individual. If you don't want to accept something, do not accept it. Because you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Rumble. We're on Rumble now too. Not a big fan of the platform, but it is what it is. Just the interface just doesn't work for me. I can't figure it out. Go ahead and give us some follows. Give us some comments. We're getting some good comments. We're getting some good feedback over on YouTube. Like I said, I will read you. I will give you a shout out whether I agree with you or not. I will answer you whether I agree with you or not. And if I don't agree with you, that's even more fun. Because again, I don't have to accept it. So go ahead and do all that fun stuff. So I can give you a shout out. So I can talk about you. So I can, plug you. You help me, I help you. It's the way it is. You accept me, I'll accept you. Maybe. Depends. Again, don't be a drone. Don't fall into any traps. Don't let them tell you how to be. It's just not. It's not how you live. It's not the way you need to operate in your life. And happiness, your ultimate happiness is what needs to be important to you. Because that's the important part for you. You be you, and you be happy being you. And if you have people in your life that are trying to force you to accept things the way you don't want to accept them, either tell them to back off, and if they don't back off, like I said in episode 1, burn that bridge. Burn it down to the ground. So with that, follow us on our socials, comment, like, subscribe. I will be back on Wednesday with more. So for the Upside of Down, I'm Jay Nero. You have a fantastic day.